Hansford.
Hello, Council, Mayor. My name is Brian Hansford. I've lived in Redmond for 24 years, and most of that has been on Education Hill. And for the last 6 years, I've worked out of the ThinkSpace building. You've been receiving some communications from me, and I do appreciate the letter that you sent back to me directly, as well as to the Redmond Reporter, in response to the idea that I proposed for the city to actually host a homeless encampment here on the city grounds. Now, I know that's not feasible, and I actually expected and hoped for the response that I would get, which was the city of Redmond does not host, sponsor, or locate homeless encampments. And the city's role is to regulate the condition in which encampments can operate. So currently the council is considering the parameters and how encampments can operate moving forward. And right now, the way I see things and what I'm experiencing almost on a daily basis with transients that we have downtown Redmond, we're not ready to extend any more tent city permits, which amount to 5 years full-time up on Education Hill, just rotating between the Redwood Church and St. Jude's. We're not ready for that. Just a week and a half ago, I had 3 transient kids outside my office. I told them they had to leave, they were trespassing. I got hassled. I videoed it, I put it up on YouTube. I called 911, they said they'd take a note of it. You know, we are not ready to handle anymore. We do have some great services here. We do have the landing. We do have Friends of Youth Services that are fantastic. We have a fantastic supportive community with the churches. The Methodist Church, I don't think it's enough credit for what they do, and I know there's some people here from that congregation that are hoping to speak tonight, I believe. So what we need to do is look at this. This is not a city policy, which is how I think the city has positioned this up to this point, and positioned it in such a way, at least the perception that I have and many of my neighbors have, is we are taking on this regional responsibility as a city policy. And I don't think that's the right approach. And if we're not going to host, if the city's not going to host a tent encampment, but we're relying on the faith community to do that, I think there's a disconnect there. And we're just not ready for it. And in terms of public safety, I think King County can do more to support what we're trying to do here as well. Mayor, you acknowledged that there is a chronic shoplifter at the Bella Bottega QFC. He steals liquor, he steals food, and he's mentally ill. The King County DA will not prosecute because he is mentally unstable. So he's just basically left to run free reign on our streets. And I got to tell you, that's a Daniel Haggerty Part 2 waiting to happen. So if Redmond PD is doing their job, there's no question about that. But if King County's not doing their job to help keep us safe, then we're not doing what we need to do following budgeting priorities. Safe city, number one priority, safe city, keep us a safe community. So I think we need to look at that, really need to focus on the safety issue. I don't believe it's been acknowledged as much as it should be. I think compassion is overriding the safety issue. So thank you.
Thank you.